After last night's emotional victory for the Toronto Blue Jays, they go into the final series of the year against the Baltimore Orioles. Obviously, tonight was game one of the three-game series. And the Blue Jays, offensively, they came out ready to play. Scored 10 runs on 15 hits. All 10 of their runs were by the fourth inning. And they took a huge lead early. And the pitching, Yamaguchi wasn't great. But other than that, the team pitched really well. The team did a really good job out there. And they beat the Baltimore Orioles 10-5. And have now won 3 straight games. They're 31-27 and can officially, even if they lose the next 2, they're going to be a 500 ball club this year. Sorry, above 500, which is very good. And today was a very interesting game because there was no pressure. There was nothing else going on. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Cavan Biggio both sat out in today's game. Biggio had not missed a game this year. He actually before today's game, he led the big leagues in plate appearances. Tells you how much he's played a part in this team making the playoffs this year. And Gurriel has been incredible all season long, so you need to give these guys a day off, just kind of get them going here, because obviously you only have the one day off before, once the season ends, and then one day off, then you're right into that wild card series, which is 3 straight games. So it's going to be intense, but a great job today. Even without Gurriel, even without Cavan Biggio, the bats did not miss a beat. They were on fire. Taiwan Walker got the start today. It was more of an abbreviated start today because they wanted to get some other guys some work in. So what does Taiwan Walker do? He goes out there, faces, goes 3 innings, faces 9 batters, the minimum, strikes out 4, doesn't allow a hit, doesn't walk a batter. Great job by Taiwan Walker. Again, you're playing the Baltimore Orioles, not the best team out there, of course. But going out there, mixing his pitches, feeling good there because he pitched great in his last outing, and he pitched a great 3 innings today. He's going into the postseason feeling extremely good, is Taiwan Walker. And his ERA as a Toronto Blue Jay is 2.70. Put into perspective, Hyunjin Ryu's ERA for the season is 2.69. So both guys pitching at a very high level this year for this team. And what do we see after Taiwan Walker? Well, you got to see Nate Pearson. What the heck is that? Nate Pearson in his debut. Obviously coming off the injured list. I mean, obviously the first 4 outings he had, 4 or 5 starts he had. Great first start, wasn't really great the rest of them. Then he got put on the injured list with some elbow soreness, and instantly Jays fans think Tommy John when they hear that stuff. But it didn't seem to be that bad. And he was back today, and he touched 100, touched 101. It was 101.5 was the strikeout to Austin Hayes. That is the fastest Blue Jays pitch since 2008. Tells you that he throws absolute gas. And he looked pretty good. There were a few moments where he kind of lost his command a little bit, but I think overall he looked really good. He had a 1 base hit and a walk, but other than that, went an inning and 2/3 and looked pretty solid. Now let's get to the offense, guys. Let's break this thing down because as I've always said, you want good starting pitching and you want to get early offense. Well, the Jays got both. Obviously, we talked about Taiwan Walker going the first 6 up, 6 down. Then the bottom half of that second inning, the Blue Jays just start teeing off on, who was even pitching? I forget who it was for the Jorge Lopez for the Baltimore Orioles. It starts with a solo shot from Randall Gritch, his 11th home run of the year at a 3-1 count, putting the Jays up 1-0. Then Vladimir Guerrero Jr. staying red hot, hits a single to left field, getting on base, and Travis Shaw flies out. And then Jonathan Davis was hit square in the back, looked like a changeup or something like that. And he gets on base, set first and second now. Then Joe Panic walks, the bases are now loaded. Then Danny Jansen singles to right field, in comes Vladdy. Then Jonathan VR, some small ball, hits a sacrifice fly to center field, in comes Jonathan Davis. And the Blue Jays tacking on some more, it's now 3-0. Good stuff. Let's keep going here. Bo Bichette, single to right field. Panic comes in to score. Jansen up to second. Then on a wild pitch from Jorge Lopez, Jansen and Bichette both move up. Jansen to third, Bichette to second. And then Teoscar Hernandez, being the clutch guy he is and the incredible hitter that he's been all year long, singles to left field, kind of like dumps one. It wasn't a blooper, but it wasn't a hard hit ball. He did a really good job kind of fighting off a pitch in the inner half and kind of burying it there in left center field. Both runs come in to score, Jansen and Bichette, and the Blue Jays have just continued to tack this thing on. It is a 6-0 Blue Jays lead after 2 innings of work. Really good job. Then what do I always say? Come on, guys. You guys know what I like to say. You put up 6. You won a 0. Walker went out there in the next half and went 3 up, 3 down. We go to the next inning because the Jays offense is fresh and it's hot. Who starts off the inning? Vladdy singles to right field, second hit of the game. And Travis Shaw singles to right field. Vladdy moves up to second base. Then Jonathan Davis singles to center field. And then Vladdy comes in to score. It's now 7-0 Blue Jays. And Jonathan Davis feeling pretty good. They bring in Eshelman. I think it's how you pronounce his name. And then Joe Panik singles to left field. Shaw moves up. Davis moves up. Bases loaded again. And then Shaw was actually out. He tried to go home on the play, but he got thrown out. Danny Jansen then lines out to the center fielder Mullins. But then Jonathan Villar with 2 out. It's a single to left field. Jonathan Davis comes in to score. And the Blue Jays are up 8-0. So guys, you put up 6. Your starting pitcher went 3 up, 3 down, got you right back on the bats, and you scored 2 more. Let's go to the next inning, all right? Top of the 4th. This is where Nate Pearson comes in. He gives up a hit, he gives up a walk, but he puts up a 0. Let's go to the next half inning. In the bottom of the 4th, Teoscar Hernandez grounds out, then Randall Grichuk singles to left field. Vladdy flies out. Then Travis Shaw gets a changeup down and in, but he turns on it and crushes like 440 feet. He crushed this ball deep and gone to right field, and it's now a 10-0 Blue Jays lead. So guys, this is a recipe for this team to do so many good things in the future, especially when you hit playoff time. When you get a lead, you shut the door. When you get a lead, you throw up a 0 the next half inning to keep your offense fresh and rolling. That is what you saw in that 4th inning. Because look what happened in the top of the 5th inning. After you score, 6 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. Then the next half inning, top of the 5th, Yamaguchi gives up 2 home runs. You get 2 runs right back, and the Blue Jays do not score the rest of the way. I know it might be superstitious and it might not always be correct, but you have seen a lot this year. When you put up runs and you put up a 0, a pretty quick 0, the next inning, your offense keeps flowing. And you saw that today. Great job by the Blue Jays. 10 runs on 15. I think 13 of their 15 were in the first 4 innings. But no matter what, you had 10 runs. And the offense was cooking. Great stuff. Now let's get to the numbers here real quick, because there's a lot of great things here. Jonathan Villar was in the leadoff spot, obviously with Kevin Biggio being out of the lineup, but he went 1 for 3 with a couple RBIs and a walk for Jonathan Villar. He had a sac fly, an RBI single, and he walked once. Great day at the plate for Jonathan Villar, even though he struggled offensively as a Blue Jay. Good job there. Bo Bichette went 2 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. He's really starting to find his stroke now heading into the playoffs. Teoscar Hernandez went 1 for 5, but it was a 2-run single, so a clutch knock for him. And he's hitting .294 on the year, so a little bit lower, but again, still .294. I'm not going to complain about Teoscar Hernandez this season. Randall Grichuk's been swinging the bat extremely well lately. He went 2 for 5 in the game, had the home run, so the home run, the RBI, and the run scored. He had another run scored on his single to left field, so a great job, great day at the plate there for Randall Grichuk. He's hitting .271, guys. I mean, look, I'm not going to complain about Grichuk either. How can you? Vladimir Guerrero Jr. had that ridiculously good series against the Yankees, and he's continuing that momentum into this series against the O's, and his bat speed is getting so much better. The quickness in his back speed is incredible. 2 for 4 for Vlad. He scored a couple runs in the game, and he's hitting .268. You know, I'm not going to complain about Vladdy, considering that a week ago or a week and a half ago, he was hitting .230-something. So great job for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. today, and he's been hitting the ball extremely hard. That first one was an absolute laser past Rio Ruiz at third base, and the other one was to right field. If you're going to single the left, single the right. He's hit a home run to center, home run to left. I mean, this guy can hit it all over the ballpark. He's got to have a good eye at the plate and don't miss mistakes, and he's not right now. So a great job for Vladdy. And Travis Shaw, who offensively this year has kind of been underwhelming, but he had a great ball game today, missed his second home run by literally an inch as it hits the top of the wall and bounces back in, but he went 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, a home run, and a run scored. So a great job for Travis Shaw. His batting average, where is he here? It was like, where are we here? Travis Shaw, .245. Again, it's not great, but considering he's batting number, where is that, 6th in your lineup, it's not terrible. Could be a lot worse. But the bottom of the lineup really did a good job today. I was really impressed with what we saw down there. Jonathan Davis had a great game at the dish. 2 for 3, had 2 runs scored, had an RBI, got hit by a pitch, and he's hitting .333 with a .462 on base. I mean, Jonathan Davis has been incredible this year. His speed plays. As you guys always say, you have to say it. Speed plays in the postseason. Whether you're a pinch runner or whether you're in a bunt situation or whatever the case may be, speed really plays. And that's why a guy like him and Jonathan VR will be huge impacts in this team in that series, probably against the Tampa Bay Rays. Joe Panik went 1 for 3 with a run scored in the game today. Good job for him. He's hitting .235. Danny Jansen 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. So good job for Jano. And we talked about Taiwan Walker's great outing. Nate Pearson went an inning and 2/3, 1 hit, 1 walk, struck out 2 guys. So a good job for Pearson. And Yamaguchi, as I mentioned, was pretty bad. You know, he went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, gave up 3 home runs. He was not very good at all, was Yamaguchi. Ryan Baraki went out there, though, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, and a strikeout. Good job for Baraki. Thomas Hatch went 2 innings, and this was really nice to see if you're a Blue Jay fan, because Thomas Hatch had a great start to his year. He was dynamite, and then he kind of hit a wall like for a few weeks. Again, even lately, he hasn't been great. But to see him go out there today, 2 innings, didn't allow a hit, walked 1 guy, didn't get a strikeout, but no runs for Hatch, and a great 2 innings of work for him. Fantastic. And then Patrick Murphy went out there in 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run. And it was an earned run, and that is it for the pitching staff. So overall, Jays fans, the Jays win it. I don't know what the Yankees are up to right now. It's a 3-3 game. So if the Yankees lose their 2 games, and 2 of the 3 against the Marlins, and the Jays win all 3 against the Orioles, we will jump the Yankees. But in the end, I'm not really worried about that. I'm focused on our team, and I don't really care who we face, whether it's the Rays, whether it's the White Sox, because you look at the White Sox, and they have a lot of right-handed bats. They hit lefties well. Who's our ace? A lefty. Look at the Rays. A lot of left-handed bats. Lefty. Ryu does a really good job against Tampa Bay Rays this year. So you look at it and say, well, who do we want to play? Who do we want to play? Go out there and win ball games. See what happens. All right? And they did that today. They looked really good. I'm extremely impressed with this team's play today, because how many times have we seen teams in the past really clinch a playoff spot and then kind of just play really rough the next day because they were either partying, they're having a good time that night, whatever the case may be. But the Blue Jays went out there today and acted like they didn't clinch a playoff spot yesterday. They went out there professional and they got the job done. Whether it was Caleb Joseph pumping them up or what, I don't know. But they won 10-5. They did a great job in the field. A couple really nice defensive plays from Jonathan VR in the field. They look great. No errors in the game, 15 hits, 10 runs. How can you be upset with that? You just can't. All right, Game 2 of the 3-game set goes tomorrow evening, 6:37 first pitch there at Salem Field. John Means on the mound for the Orioles, and Matt Shoemaker is on the mound for the Blue Jays in tomorrow's action. Shoemaker, I'm assuming if it gets to a game, I have no idea what the pitching, what pitching is going to look like come playoff time. I have no clue. Because we heard today that they might even go Taiwan Walker in Game 1, and I don't know what the heck's going to happen. Probably going to be Ryu against Snell, but I don't know. Where does Shoemaker play? Is he going to be kind of that Game 3 starter if we get to that point? I don't know. All right, he's on the mound tomorrow, though. He pitched a really good job in his first outing against the New York Yankees just this past series, and he faces the Orioles in his final tune-up game before the playoffs. 6:30 first pitch at Salem Field tomorrow. Jays looking for their 4th straight victory and looking for the series win. All right, so you know what, guys, that is going to do it for this one. You enjoyed the video and you guys enjoyed the game there this evening. Smack the like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the video. Would you like, would you not like from today's game? If you had to give an MVP out there, who would you give the MVP to in this game today? Let me know in the comments below. Twitter is down below for myself as well. Follow up, send me a DM, all that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down in the description. So if you have not followed the Instagram page already, please go do so. And I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition, in Game 2 of the 3-game set against these Orioles. 2 more games remaining before we before we focus on the playoffs. 1 game at a time. 6:37 first pitch at Salem Field tomorrow evening. John Means on the mound for the Orioles, and Matt Shoemaker on the mound for the Blue Jays in Game 2. 2 more games remaining in the season, guys. Can't wait to get this thing over with and get into the playoffs. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys then.